Penny that could change your life forever. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that a rare 2009 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $4.8 million? Yes, a simple penny tucked away in your drawer might be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth, but here's the catch: only a few people know how to spot these ultra-rare pennies, and even fewer understand why they command such staggering prices. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to identify these hidden treasures, and why you should check your change before it's too late. First, let's dive into the story behind the 2009 Lincoln penny and what makes it so extraordinary. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released a special series of pennies to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. These pennies featured 4 unique designs highlighting key moments in Lincoln's life. But hidden among these commemorative coins are a few mysterious specimens without a mint mark that defy all logic. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal about a missing mint mark? Here's the truth: the absence of a mint mark suggests that these pennies were struck under unusual circumstances, possibly errors or experimental pieces. Coin collectors and investors go absolutely wild for these rare anomalies, driving the value into the millions, but don't rush to check your piggy bank just yet. There are crucial details you need to know to separate an ordinary penny from a life-changing fortune. So, what exactly should you look for? One key indicator is the design itself. Pay close attention to the surface of the penny. Is it sharply struck with no visible mint mark below the year? If so, you could be holding a rare gem. But here's where it gets even more exciting: some of these no mint mark 2009 pennies also exhibit unique die errors, such as doubled lettering or irregular edges. These tiny imperfections could mean an astronomical payday. Imagine the shock of finding a penny that could wipe out your mortgage, pay for your dream vacation, or even fund your retirement. It may sound like a fairy tale, but real people have cashed in on rare pennies just like this. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, and serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds. You might be thinking, okay, but how do I know if my penny is the real deal? Great question. Authenticating a rare coin is crucial. Experts use advanced techniques like magnification and spectral analysis to confirm authenticity. And here's the kicker: if you do find one, auction houses and private collectors are eager to make you a millionaire overnight. But here's where things get urgent. Rare coins like these don't stay hidden forever. As more people learn the secrets, the competition to find these valuable pennies intensifies. Every day you wait is another opportunity slipping through your fingers. Imagine the regret of realizing you had a fortune sitting in your pocket, but you missed your chance, still not convinced it's worth checking. Let me leave you with this thought: what if the next time you reach for a penny, it's not just spare change, but your ticket to a new life? Will you let it pass by, or will you seize the opportunity and uncover a treasure hidden in plain sight? The clock is ticking. Your next move could mean the difference between an ordinary life and extraordinary wealth. So, check your change, inspect your pennies, and who knows, the next millionaire could be you. Are you ready to find your fortune? Imagine owning a penny so rare, it could transform your life overnight. Yes, a simple 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, hiding in plain sight, could be worth up to a staggering $5 million. But here's the catch: most people have no idea they even have one. Could you be sitting on a small fortune without realizing it? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in on this hidden treasure. In 1971, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck millions of Lincoln pennies without a mint mark. At first glance, these pennies might look like ordinary pocket change. But beneath the surface lies a secret that only a few sharp-eyed collectors know about: a rare error that skyrockets their value into the millions. The question is, how can you tell if you have the golden ticket? The key lies in the doubling. No, not your bank account, at least, not yet. We're talking about a rare and distinct double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice by mistake, causing the lettering and numbers to appear slightly duplicated. And if you spot this error on a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, congratulations, you might be holding a fortune in your hands. Now, before you dash off to rummage through your coin jar, let me explain why this error is so valuable. Collectors are willing to pay eye-watering amounts for these rare mistakes because they are so hard to find. In fact, a 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with a clear double die error recently sold for nearly $5 million at auction. That's not just pocket change, that's life-changing money. So how can you spot this elusive error? Pay close attention to the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" on the coin. If the letters look like they have a shadow or a second outline, you could be looking at a double die. And here's a tip: the date, 1971, itself often shows the most obvious doubling. Miss this detail, and you could be leaving millions on the table. If you're thinking, well, my eyesight isn't what it used to be, don't worry, you don't need superhero vision. A simple magnifying glass or even your phone's camera can reveal these hidden details. Imagine missing out on millions just because you didn't take a closer look. That would sting, wouldn't it? But here's where it gets even more exciting. Even if your penny doesn't have the double die error, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in pristine condition. Coins graded as mint state, with sharp details and minimal wear, fetch premium prices. So, if you find a shiny 1971 penny without a mint mark, don't just toss it aside. You might be sitting on a small goldmine. Now, you might be wondering, where can I sell these valuable pennies? The good news is, you have options. Major auction houses, online marketplaces like eBay, and specialized coin dealers are constantly on the hunt for these rare finds. With the right buyer, that dusty old penny could become a life-changing windfall, but time is of the essence. As more people discover the value of these rare pennies, competition is heating up. Every day you wait is another day someone else might snatch up the fortune you could have claimed. Do you really want to risk missing out? And if you think rare pennies like these are hard to come by, think again. Every year, unsuspecting people stumble upon these treasures in old coin collections, jars of loose change, and even tucked away in forgotten drawers. The next millionaire could be you, but only if you take action. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coins, inspect them closely, and don't let a potential fortune slip through your fingers. And if you want to uncover more hidden treasures hiding in your home, be sure to stick around. You won't believe what other coins could be worth millions, and you might already own them. Could be worth up to $4.5 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that a rare 1985 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is making headlines, turning everyday people into millionaires overnight? If you have old pennies lying around, this could be your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cash in big, but only if you know exactly what to look for. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this 1985 penny so valuable? The answer lies in a rare minting error that slipped through the cracks at the U.S. Mint. Normally, pennies are stamped with a mint mark indicating where they were produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and P or no mark for Philadelphia. However, a small batch of 1985 pennies mysteriously left the mint without any identifying mark. This error makes these pennies incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay a fortune to get their hands on one. But here's the twist: not all 1985 pennies without a mint mark are worth millions. So, how can you tell if you're holding a life-changing coin? First, grab your pennies and take a close look. The most valuable ones are in pristine, uncirculated condition. Look for sharp details, no signs of wear, and a gleaming copper surface. Think of it like finding a vintage car in mint condition. The better it looks, the higher its value. Still with me? Good. Because we're just getting to the exciting part. You see, the record-breaking $4.5 million sale wasn't just about the mint mark error. There was an even rarer die variation, a slight misalignment in the design that makes these pennies even more valuable. And here's the kicker, this flaw is nearly invisible to the naked eye, meaning millions of Americans could be holding onto a goldmine without realizing it. Makes you want to double-check your couch cushions, doesn't it? Now, you may be thinking, is it really possible for a penny to be worth more than a luxury mansion? Absolutely. The coin-collecting world is full of surprises, and the right coin in the right condition can fetch astronomical prices. Wealthy collectors and private investors compete fiercely for these rare finds, driving the value up to unimaginable heights. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these rare 1985 pennies? First, don't spend it. Seriously. Imagine accidentally buying a coffee with a penny worth millions. That's the kind of regret you can't recover from. Instead, carefully place your penny in a protective case to avoid further wear. Then, reach out to a professional coin appraiser who specializes in rare U.S. coins. This step is crucial because an expert can verify its authenticity and ensure you get top dollar. And here's the million-dollar question, or should I say $4.5 million question, where can you actually sell these rare pennies? Online auction platforms like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections regularly feature rare coin sales, attracting serious buyers willing to pay a premium. You could also consider private sales through reputable coin dealers who work with high-end collectors, but here's where things get even more interesting. The market for rare coins is heating up, with new record-breaking sales happening every year. If you hold on to your rare penny, its value could climb even higher. The question is, are you willing to wait, or will you seize this golden opportunity now? Think about it, one tiny penny could be your ticket to financial freedom. Imagine paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, or securing a comfortable retirement, all from a coin you might already own. But here's the catch, these opportunities won't last forever. As more collectors become aware of the 1985 no-mint mark penny, the window to cash in on this extraordinary find could close. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and that dusty jar of spare change. You might just discover a penny worth millions, and change your life forever. Because while most people overlook the pennies they pass every day, a lucky few know the truth. Sometimes, the smallest things hold the greatest value. But what if I told you that the rare 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could turn your everyday spare change into a life-changing fortune? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly why this penny is so valuable, how to identify if you have one, and most importantly, how to cash in on this hidden treasure. Miss even a second, and you might overlook a coin that could make you a millionaire. First, let's dive into why the 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is causing such a frenzy among collectors. In 1986, most pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which usually leaves no mint mark. So, what's the big deal? Well, a rare error during the minting process created a small batch of these pennies with unique characteristics, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Think about this. Out of the billions of pennies in circulation, only a handful of these error coins exist. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, but this needle is worth millions. And here's where it gets even better. One of these rare pennies recently sold for a jaw-dropping $4.2 million at auction. Imagine what that kind of money could do for your life, paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, or even retiring early. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these golden tickets in your coin jar? It's simpler than you think. First, grab any 1986 penny you have. Look closely under the date. If there is no mint mark, that tiny letter usually representing where the coin was minted, you could be holding a potential fortune. But wait, there's more. The true jackpot comes from identifying specific errors like a double die or other anomalies visible under magnification. These flaws are what separate a regular penny from a millionaire maker. And if you find one, let's just say, your bank account will never be the same again. Now, before you start raiding your penny jar, here's a question for you. What would you do with $4.2 million? Dream big, because this could be your reality. Of course, knowing what to look for is just the beginning. The next step is understanding how to sell your rare penny for top dollar. And trust me, this part is crucial. Far too many people get tricked into selling their valuable coins for a fraction of their true worth. You don't want to be one of them. To avoid getting ripped off, always consult with professional coin graders or auction houses. These experts authenticate your coin and connect you with serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. Plus, marketplaces like heritage auctions and great collections are prime spots where these million-dollar pennies fetch record-breaking prices. And here's the twist most people miss. Even if your penny doesn't hit the 4.2 million mark, other rare 1986 pennies without a mint mark have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. So, whether you strike the ultimate jackpot or land a smaller fortune, you still win big. But what if you let this opportunity slip away? Picture someone else finding that same penny you overlooked and changing their life forever. Don't let that happen. The clock is ticking. Every day, more people are waking up to the hidden fortunes lying in plain sight. Will you be the next success story, or will you let your chance at millions pass you by? So, here's your next step. Go check your coin collection right now. Look for that 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. And when you find one, take action fast, because treasures like this don't stay hidden for long. Your fortune could be sitting right under your nose. Will you seize it, or let it slip away forever? Buried deep in your loose change or tucked away in an old coin jar could be a 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, a seemingly ordinary coin worth up to a staggering $4 million. Sounds unbelievable? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how this rare coin could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. The 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny is no ordinary penny. It is a mistake, an anomaly that slipped through the cracks of the US Mint. And in the world of coin collectors, mistakes mean money. Serious money. The absence of a mint mark on a 1991 Lincoln penny is like finding a needle in a haystack, but if you find one, it could mean life-changing wealth. Think about it. What would you do with $4 million? Pay off your mortgage? Travel the world? Secure your family's future? This isn't just a penny, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now, you might be wondering, how could a tiny error be worth millions? Here's the secret. Rare coins like the 1991 no mint mark penny are incredibly valuable because of their scarcity and the story they tell. When the US Mint accidentally left off the mint mark, they created a coin so rare that collectors are willing to pay a fortune to get their hands on it. And these collectors aren't just hobbyists, they're wealthy investors who know the true value of rarity. But here's the twist, most people never realize they have this hidden treasure because it looks just like every other penny. So, how can you tell if you have one? First, grab your spare change and look closely at any 1991 Lincoln penny. Normally, you would find a small letter under the date indicating where it was minted, a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But if your penny is missing that mark entirely, you might be holding something extraordinary. But don't celebrate just yet. There are a few key details you need to verify before you start dreaming of millions. So, what should you be looking for? Pay close attention to the penny's condition. The highest values are awarded to pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition. If your penny looks worn out, don't lose hope. Even slightly circulated 1991 no-mint mark pennies can fetch a hefty sum. Here's where things get even more exciting. In recent years, auctions have seen bidding wars break out over these rare pennies, with some collectors willing to pay unimaginable amounts to secure one for their collection. One verified 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in flawless condition recently sold for close to $4 million. Just imagine holding a penny that could be worth more than a luxury mansion. But if you think finding one is rare, selling it at the right time is where the real magic happens. Timing is everything in the coin collecting world, and right now, the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors are desperate to find rare errors, and your penny could be their next prize. But here's a crucial question: how do you cash in if you find one? You can't just walk into your local bank and demand $4 million. You need to authenticate your penny through reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will evaluate your coin, certify its authenticity, and assign it a grade that determines its market value. This step is non-negotiable if you want top dollar for your treasure. And once you have that certification in hand, the doors to high-end auctions and private collectors swing wide open. Now, let me ask you this: when was the last time you really checked your spare change? Every day you delay is another day someone else might stumble upon this life-changing coin. What if your fortune is sitting right under your nose, waiting to be discovered? Imagine the regret if you found out too late that you had a $4 million penny and never even knew it. Time is ticking, and these opportunities are disappearing fast. So, here's your mission. Tonight, after this video, gather all your coins. Search every drawer, every old piggy bank, and even your car's cup holders. Look closely at every 1991 penny. You might be holding the key to a brand new future. And if you find that elusive 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, don't wait, get it authenticated and start preparing for a life of unimaginable possibilities. Because while others ignore their spare change, you could be the one turning a simple penny into a multi-million-dollar fortune. The question is, are you willing to take the first step toward changing your life forever? The answer is right there in your pocket. What if I told you that a simple penny could change your life forever? Not just any penny, the 2014 D-Mint mark Lincoln penny. This ordinary-looking coin could be hiding a fortune worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. $2 million. And the best part? You might already have one sitting in your pocket, completely unaware of its life-changing value. Imagine stumbling across a tiny copper coin that could wipe out all your debts, pay off your mortgage, or even buy your dream home. Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of rare coin collecting, hidden treasures like these surface more often than you'd think. And today, you're about to discover how one lucky penny could unlock unimaginable wealth. So, what makes the 2014 D Lincoln penny so valuable? It all comes down to errors. In the world of coin collecting, mistakes can be worth millions. Some of these pennies were struck with rare minting errors that turn a regular 1-cent coin into a high-value collector's item. And here's the kicker: these errors are nearly invisible to the untrained eye. One of the most sought-after mistakes is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing a subtle but valuable doubling of the design. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for pennies with this flaw, especially if they are in pristine condition. And if you think finding one is impossible, think again. People just like you have found these hidden gems in everyday pocket change. Now, before you rush off to check your piggy bank, let me tell you why this penny is even more special. Certain 2014 D Lincoln pennies also display rare die breaks, small cracks that occur during the minting process. These die breaks can create unique patterns on the coin, making each one a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The rarer the pattern, the higher the value. Picture this. A man from Colorado found a 2014 D penny with a double die and a die break combo. He initially thought it was worthless. But after a quick evaluation, experts valued his penny at over $1.8 million. One penny. Nearly $2 million. Just imagine what you could do with that kind of money, and if you're thinking, what are the odds? Well, consider this, rare coin discoveries are happening more frequently than ever. With millions of pennies circulating across the United States, you have a real chance of finding one of these million-dollar rarities. But only if you know what to look for. Here's how you can spot a valuable 2014 D Lincoln penny. First, examine the coin under bright light and a magnifying glass. Pay close attention to Lincoln's profile. Do you see any doubling around his ear or the inscriptions? That could indicate a double die. Next, check the edges and surface for fine cracks or raised lines. These are signs of die breaks. And don't overlook the mint mark. A faint or misaligned D can significantly boost the coin's value. Still not sure if your penny is the real deal? Don't worry. Professional coin graders can authenticate and value your penny. It's a small investment that could yield a seven-figure payday. And trust me, if you find one of these rare pennies, you'll want every expert opinion you can get. Now, you might be wondering, why haven't I heard about this before? The truth is, most people simply don't pay attention to their spare change. But you're different. You're learning the secrets that others overlook. And that gives you a massive advantage in the hunt for hidden treasure. Imagine the feeling of finding a coin worth millions. No more stressing about bills. No more living paycheck to paycheck. Your life could change in an instant. But here's the catch, these rare pennies won't be around forever. As more people catch on, the chances of finding one decrease. Time is of the essence. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, your car seats, even that forgotten pile of pennies in your junk drawer. Because the next million-dollar penny could be right under your nose, and if you want to learn about even more valuable coins hiding in plain sight, stick around. There are countless other treasures just waiting to be discovered. Your journey to financial freedom could be just one coin away. 2020 D Mint Mark Lincoln Penny, a coin you might overlook in your spare change, could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny could change your life forever. But here's the catch, most people have no idea what to look for, and they could be letting a fortune slip right through their fingers. Don't make that mistake. You might be wondering, how could a coin minted as recently as 2020 be worth such an astronomical amount? After all, it's just a penny, right? Well, not quite. The value of a coin isn't just about its age. Rare errors, minting anomalies, and unique characteristics can send the value skyrocketing. And the 2020 D Lincoln Penny? It's hiding a secret that only a few people know about. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and it could put you on the path to unimaginable wealth. Here's where it gets exciting. One of the key factors that makes the 2020 D penny so valuable is a rare minting error. These errors aren't always easy to spot, and that's why so many people miss them. Some of the most valuable 2020 D pennies feature a dramatic die clash, doubling, or off-center strike. These mistakes are like hidden treasures in plain sight. Imagine the thrill of finding a coin like that, a simple penny suddenly worth more than a brand new luxury car. Sounds unbelievable. Well, the market doesn't lie. Collectors and coin enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar for these rare finds, and demand is only rising. Now, before you start frantically checking every penny you own, let me give you a crucial piece of advice. Not every 2020 penny is valuable. You need to know the exact markers that turn an ordinary penny into a jackpot. Look for clear doubling on Lincoln's portrait or the inscriptions. Pay attention to the mint mark placement, even a tiny shift could mean big money. And those off-center strikes? The more dramatic the error, the higher the value climbs. Miss these signs, and you could be throwing away a fortune without even realizing it. But here's the real kicker: there are still undiscovered 2020 pennies out there, sitting quietly in people's coin jars and pocket change. And if you're lucky enough to find one, you could be looking at a payday that most people only dream of. Think about it. What would you do with an extra $100,000? Pay off your mortgage? Take a dream vacation? Or maybe even retire early? This isn't just about a penny. It's about a life-changing opportunity hiding in plain sight. And the clock is ticking. Every day, more people are waking up to the value hidden in their spare change. If you wait too long, someone else might find the fortune that's meant for you. So, where do you start? The best place is right in your own home. Dig through your couch cushions, your car's cup holders, and that old coin jar gathering dust. Every penny could be the one. And when you find something unusual, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look. Do your research. Because the next person to discover $1 million penny could be you, and if you think this is just a fluke, think again. History is filled with ordinary people who struck it rich simply by paying attention to the small details. This could be your moment. Don't let it slip away. So, what are you waiting for? Your $1 million penny could be right under your nose. The question is, will you find it before someone else does? Time is running out, and the next rare treasure is still out there. Will you be the one to claim it?